So let's first check out the two videos. This I'll read that later. Lol. Not lol, but anyway. So this just showed you how it took off and then it actually crashed like here. But anyway, so yeah, well, yeah, and this is Air Flight 171 AI 171, which was obviously a Tetras international passenger plane flight operated by Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, flying from Ahmedabad, India, London Gatwick Airport in Gatwick, Croydon, south of London. Yeah. Anyway, so it happened a few days ago. Today's day is 7:10 p.m. on the 14th. That happened 2 days ago on June 12th, 2025. So as you can see, shortly after takeoff, the aircraft tragically crashed into a residential area near Ahmedabad, resulting in one of the deadliest aviation accidents in recent Indian history. And then now you can see the explosion, yes. So the flight departed at 1:38 IST time under clear and normal flight conditions, wet flight and weather conditions, and good visibility. So initially the takeoff appeared as routine, but within seconds the critical problems started to arise involving the aircraft configuration, potentially the pilot forgetting to put out the flaps, specifically the configuration and settings of the flaps and position of the landing gear. So we can find this now quickly. Retracting gear up close. A very good photo, but in other words, so it goes like from this to like this when just before it does that, and it seems like that's that's what happened. And also you can see the RAT. So oh my god, and so yeah, if we just see this video. That propeller sound, yeah, that propeller sound is the sound of the RAT, so that was our yes. Meaning hydraulic failure, which also meant that the engines were out to anyway. Yes. And the gear was meant to be coming up when the anyway, yeah. So black box and flight data and cockpit voice recordings indicate definitely that flaps were retracted apparently prematurely, while the landing gear remained extended. This mismatch created an unexpected aerodynamic condition, therefore causing a sudden loss in lift and increased drag, obvious. Then the aircraft was unable to climb and maintain stable flight as expected during takeoff and climb. Yeah. It appears also as a potential miscommunication and or mistaken assumption had occurred in the cockpit. So the first officer may have believed the flaps were raised, assuming the landing gear was also retracted. However, with the gear still down, the aerodynamic forces acting on wings do not behave as they should, leading to destabilization of the aircraft. The aircraft's flight control system tried to compensate for the abnormal conditions but were unable to correct the situation in time. Yes. Faced with rapidly deteriorating flight performance at very low altitude, I put this under description also descript. This crew had limited time to diagnose the situation and instant, therefore, and respond. Despite their efforts, the plane entered a steep descent and crashed into a densely populated neighborhood within approximately 1 minute and 2 kilometers after the lift takeoff. The crash resulted in the tragic loss of 241 people on board. One person survived, and at least 33 fatalities, deaths, casualties on the ground. Investigators recovered both the cockpit voice recorder, flight data recorder, and the black box, allowing a detailed reconstruction of the sequence of events leading to the accident. Human factors played a critical role. Assumptions about the aircraft's configuration without proper classification, with especially vistos deve pattern, especially during the crucial with human factors played a critical role. Assumptions about the aircraft's configuration without proper classification, especially during the crucial takeoff phase, proved fatal. This highlights the essential importance of indeed strict track system. However, Windows still needs to perform more in our 797-8s and -9s. No, and it's clear communication between flight crew members and effective cockpit resource management. So, in response to the accident, aviation authorities ordered immediate as I said, inspection of Air India's Boeing 787 fleet, focusing on systems monitoring SAP and landing gear positions. Maintenance procedures and pilot training programs have also been reviewed and enhanced to reinforce correct procedures during aircraft configuration and takeoff. This tragedy echoes similar accidents worldwide. One sec, where flap and landing gear misconfiguration caused sudden aerodynamic issues, underscoring the ongoing need for technical improvements, rigorous training, and robust procedural safeguards in aviation. Ultimately, the accident illustrates the delicate balance between complex aircraft systems and human operation. It serves as a solemn reminder of the vital importance of situation awareness, communication, and the strict adherence to protocols to maintain the flight and aviation safety in general. So looking ahead, the aviation community loves to learn more from this disaster by potentially advancing aircraft design and manufacture regulations, improving training programs and strengthening operational standards. These steps aim to prevent such tragedies and enhance the safety of air travel worldwide. So thanks for watching.